From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a handoff, Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go with Johnson. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now the first carry here for the running back. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. 2nd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Jackson now. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Johnson on the counter. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, it's Johnson fighting him off. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Johnson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Ravens are going to take over. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Not the longest kick return, but it counts all the same. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Play action, Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Now a handoff up the middle. Green, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. That's complete to Smith-Marset. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Willis takes a snap. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On first down, Willis steps away to his left. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Willis going to try to run it. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Johnson will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Play fake. Here's Willis. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll be out right at the 35. On first down, Willis. That's caught. It's Crabtree again. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, here's Willis. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Throwing on second and long. Willis under pressure, and they got to him again. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Willis takes the snap. They're going for it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Micah Parsons. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, partner, I'm just going to say this. Whoever did the scouting report for this game is going to get a raise because they've had their number at every turn, and they just buried him for a safety with ease. When you're in 2 points and give up 0 for a half of football, there's not much left you can improve on, even though they'll try. Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. Special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Elam able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Willis. And that will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 2nd down and a yard. Up the middle they go. Green. There goes Green. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Willis to try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Able to push his way through, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. This 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chris Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way they're
into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's still on his feet, and they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Johnson. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down and 4. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Chris Johnson, a 3-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll get the... With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the longtime Bronco Jason Elam to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Willis going to throw it right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They go to Johnson again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Willis. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. And they got him. Micah Parsons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Going on 4th down, here's Willis. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. They've got his man, complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Willis's throw here complete to Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. Willis now off of play action. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now Willis to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Willis to throw. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Willis looking to throw it. It's Kelsey on the ground. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but, boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And
Chris Johnson in a foot race, and they will not catch him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Johnson. This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Rodgers. This to Graham on the short pass. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. That's Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 37 yards. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak. Scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete. I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete. They run the quick dive with Allstott. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They go again with Allstott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And they'll get this down to the 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Touchdown!